When our confidence lose, what to do this happens? We have the biggest issue and biggest faults in our life. We have disheartenment to ourselves. When we discouragement of ourselves, you know that our confidence level is very low. With ourselves, you have to be beauty of love. You know that it's law. It's the biggest mistakes of you. You have to boost your confidence. When I am telling you story, with you inspirations, with you have you motivate a lot of in you boost up your confidence. When I first poem in the biggest in my classroom audience, and audience are keeping in smile, but my poem is always, but my poem is motivations. For starting word is, and the river of front, the river of end. Where is his end and river? Where is the end of start of river? There is no end of river and there is no end of life. But the my poems and inspirations, especially for teacher, and teacher motivate. Again, you tell. But this times I will elaborate my all words and elaborate my all feelings in my life, in all statements of life. With all I explain with those words to inspiration for teacher. I one take into all elaborate my life. You have to be following those inspirations which you people discourage you. You whenever fears your disheartenments, you have to confidence about feelings. You have to admire yourself and 20 people in daily. You have to boost up your confidence. You have to boost react to always like to have to boost up your life. Your life is discouragement. You like to bottle and boost up your discouragement. And follow your steps is not follow, is actually your steps which you follow. Whenever you feelings about disheartenments, you know about how to down your confidence. Whenever people see, whenever people talk about you, whenever negative response you have to negative point out. Whenever people negative point out you have to follow the steps. And without have to falling, you cannot make a right true confidence gain. You have right true confidence gain. So people may be disheartened, people may be discouraged. You my maker can do this. Whenever dogs run run for you, you have ever lose hope and ever lose of disheartenments. You have just click the energy, you have a run away to escape from the dog's bite, escape from the dog hurts, because you know that it's bite of very harmful for you, because it's energy automatically you have just empower yourself, empower your confidence. And whenever you lose hope, whenever you disheartenment, you have to follow the steps. This is a temporary smiling pause of people can't do this, but you can do this. If you have to be true inspirations, true inspirations I telling about true inspirations. And the teacher encouraged to me, again I explain my poem, and the poems explain my inspirations, which have again inspiration, which have no force, which have no heart, which have telling about myself. And I talk about your myself is inspiration, very easy inspiration from your mind. You have don't again from people you don't getting from, which have you know about better for you. Gain true self-confidence. True self-confidence only one tips. You have followed the tips, you have explained the easily, you have explained which you life, which you nature. And naturally your confidence is a non-organic, is a non-uncompounded, non is a non-decrease your, maybe your maybe your this not be harmful for you. You have to be following these steps. You have to be know about yourself. You have to telling the story, and after 1 minute's time you have automatically courage level is very high. When I am in second my speech on my class, when I am in college groups, classmates what to do with this happen my reactions, teacher you can do this, you can do this, you can do this I following the tips, you can do this, I can do this. I explain my education speech in 1 and 30 minutes ended. When our speech my under teacher can, you can try it, you can try it and repeat it. And after the week you can improve your speech. And just you have to improve your speech, you will be a more getting result. You have to endeavor to more improvement other speeches. Whenever my first speech I will learn about what to do this happen. My face is expression on the all of around all of just like a water's water stolen on myself. This is like always all the round of my all the round of my face is full full with the waters, like I'm deepest like I'm swimming in the water. So just like you learn from the hardships, you can learn from the true confidence hardships. You have to 20 people against speech and 20 people admire yourself. You have don't get discouraged. If you discourage yourself, your self-esteem very low. When you ever know explain your ideas of people, what to do about think of life, what to do about of nature. So basically we have to be following those nature about you. Don't be underestimate yourself. If you underestimate yourself, you can do this. You have don't winning the challenge of victory. You lose victory, you lose challenge. If you challenge lover, you have to be uh, encouragement. You have to don't underestimate. You have to inspirations words given provides. You have a don't stolen. But if you have people tease, you have stolen inspiration. You have a stolen and motivation words. You have a describe about yourself. You have a motivation describe in the world people. Automatically your level of speech is very high, and people listen you, and people listen your inspiration whenever you describe your about yourself, which you have whenever you wanna not describe, whenever you feel lose hope, whenever you lose everything in your life, whenever people about you think about what about thing. You people, you think about your words, you think about yourself, you encouragement yourself, you don't think about people. And people always keep always be jiggling for yourself. And whenever you have to motivation, whenever you inspiration for yourself, you have to more, you have to keep it up like a sea full of water, full of motivation and full of energetic. You have to energetic and inspirations more people to all the motivate, all the inspiration. People's like behave, you have always jiggling and teasing, and you don't disturb. It is a temporary base, and people react because people have no follow the content, people have no knowledge and experience. You know that it's better for improve yourself betterment for daily base. You have to do better do this because you are inspiration. You are feelings betterment of confidence. You are feelings the betterment of life. You actually the life. You are actually this planet about your uh, commitment. You have to commitment about content, right? You have to commitment experience. You have the feelings, you have the own base actions which you have to share this world. I have always shared this world for my failure, for always share about my success. That is my life. That is life for your victory for yourself. And I hope you this videos may be helpful. Encouragement yourself, don't discourage, don't underestimate, and you always be admire yourself, definition of self. And you know that you have to be to really original confident in yourself. You just explain your idea, you explain your stories, what happened, what is happening in the past, what happened in the experience. Actually I am attachment in the present, I'm not attachment in the future, I'm a not attachment in the past, which have reaction of my words, which have reaction of my thoughts. I will talk about on my present moments which I perform on daily basis of your saying your my words, saying my feelings, saying my thoughts. Whenever I feel disheartenments, whenever people disheartenments, it does not, people don't know my feelings, did people don't know my inspiration. I inspiration my feelings. People have, I have a more energetics. I have a more powerful tools for those in hidden yourself. You have a tool. You have explained because language is a tool. You explain everything in this world to share. You have to failure share. You have to success share. You have to any about in your movements which you have to wanna say. You have to say about this word, which is helpful for you, and people help for your inspirations. So people you can do this automatically, you can this automatically you can do this. It's me an inspiration word, you can do this. Or 3 times you every starting to speak, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, and automatically your speaking of words will help you, with helpful your friends. Language help, language friend you, and mind help you, and the knowledge friend you. You have to all about people make you friends, then happen and get more results about inspiration, get more results about have to be more knowledge for now about more this world, and now about your worlds, and now about your difficulties. It's not my, you have to in trouble. Whenever you sometime in trouble, you have to feeling about disheartenment. It's all about you have to feeling less. You know that more about to whenever I'm in trouble, you feel about the trouble. You can say that it is easily for me. And trouble means have balanced the disheartenment. Either either it is telling you confidence, and confidence is level. You have to uh, push your abilities. You have to push your qualities, and if you can do this, if you want to can't do this, you have no gain true confidence. I hope this video is helpful for you. You have a true meanings of life. You have true meanings getting confidence. Or and the people say about, you don't say about people using abuses words and bad uses words. You always have beautiful words and cool words used for people, and people more getting your inspiration. People maybe fight for you on the there's a kind difference about you. uh, Sometimes we are temporary based on inspiration getting, but we have to be now about temporary base. It's not benefits. You have to long uh, you will getting to long time through wanna chase. If you have helpful, if you have uh, really stuck it, when you ever when I stuck it, you have want to be, you have don't want, you have don't say, but after this failure you have to more powerful, you are more empowering for ideas. You have to people share. If you are a lion attitude, you can do this in the world, but your failures and people learn, your failure mistakes people learn, but your victory make a champion and make a happy full in this life for all the people. You have to chase yourself, you have to improvement, you have to courage yourself, and courage yourself. You can do it. You can do it everything in your life if you are really talented. I hope this video helpful, and even in the next video.